Hi, this is Scott Siskin. I'm the president of First Republic Mortgage Bankers. When you need a mortgage, call First Republic Mortgage Bankers and deal direct. Eliminate the middleman. No mortgage broker fees. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on your high-rate mortgage and your credit cards. You can save every single month by refinancing. You personally can save every month by locking in the lowest rates in over 30 years. And we make house calls to the entire tri-state area 7 days a week. Call 718-380-0006 if you're buying a home or you want to refinance your home. 718-380-0006.
And Scott, First Republic Mortgage Bankers certainly has not been adversely affected as a result of the general negative publicity in the mortgage industry. And now that the Federal Reserve has actually slashed interest rates by 0.5 percentage point, this can only be good news.
You know, it is good news. The stock market responded positively and interest rates responded positively, but long-term rates are not, directly related to short-term rates, which is what the Fed lowered. And there will be rates will come down in a short period of time for mortgages. But are we being adversely affected by the negativity? I would say everybody in the industry is being, and people in general, whether they're homeowners or tenants, are being affected negatively by all the hype and maybe focusing too much, is the glass half full or half empty? If you look at the statistics, you'll see that, although the problem is it's concentrated. These problems with these mortgages are concentrated in certain places and with certain entities. So if you look at the stats, they say 5 states have 50% of the, subprime problems. 5 states, in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut is not one of them. And Florida is, and so is California, I believe. So what people have to understand is that, and I'm not saying there aren't problems out there. There are people who are really negatively affected, people who were sold a bill of goods, and between the realtor and the mortgage broker, they ended up getting themselves in too deep, and just a desire to buy a house outweighed them. Really, is this kind of thing? Is this too good to be true? Until they got their payment, and then they were struggling with one payment, and then it went up even more, and now they're really in a bad way. I'm not saying there's not a lot of people out there. There are, and we're trying to help those people using FHA Secure as much as we can. And I want people to call 718-380-0006 if you are a homeowner and you'd like to see what the government-backed programs can do to help you get out of foreclosure or to get rid of your credit card debt, to be able to get cash out. Call right now. We're direct lending, direct endorsement FHA lender. That means the government has given us the power to make decisions on loans. That's 13 years ago. We've been doing these for 13 years. I've been doing them since 1985. 1985, I started writing FHA, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, VA, Sony Mae loans. And that's our primary backbone here at First Republic. And that's why we're doing so well. We're actually seeing our volume increase. So because of what's happened, because not every mortgage broker out there can do a loan now, people need a real institution to go to. Otherwise, they may be in a whole lot of trouble. Now, we're seeing a lot more people coming, a lot more people utilizing the government-backed programs. I've always said the government-backed programs could have been used for many of the people who ended up going subprime. Fannie Mae agreed with me. They said 1/3 to 1/2 of those people could have gotten a better deal. And that's probably one of the reasons why some of these people are having problems. They were given a higher rate than they needed to on a 228 than what they could have gotten from me on a fixed rate. And then 2 years later, it jumps up and they're $800 more in the hole. So that's a big part of the problem, is the fundamentals of how we got here. A lot of people are paying more for their mortgage than they should be, in my opinion. So if people had taken into consideration the government-backed programs, which were not available, mortgage brokers cannot offer those programs, they would probably be in a better position, a lot of them. But the bottom line here is the negativity is causing people to not take action. People are scared, and I don't blame them. If I heard every car, all these cars are being recalled because they were exploding, I would be scared, especially if it's the possible make of my car. But the situation is not that extreme. The situation is, yes, has been an implosion, if you want to call it, on the subprime market. And a lot of programs that were available before are not available. But you know what? Those programs, if you go back 2 or 3 years, were never available. I've been in this business since 1985. Those type of programs were never available, only in a short period of time. So, of course, they exploded because they were to the extreme. So Bottom line here is that I know, just demographic studies, I do a lot of research, and I know that there are so many people right now who are listening who we can help. They can call 718-380-0006, whether they want to fire their landlord, and find out about affordable housing, because we recently had success stories, people who bought houses in Long Island, people who bought houses in Orange County, and were able to get affordable homes, very affordable homes, and use the government-backed programs to be able to get very little down, or even use a Nehemiah program to get no money down. And if you've been listening, you've heard them. And the bottom line is there is affordable housing. There are programs that can help you. The government-backed program can help you. Can you buy in your neighborhood today? Maybe not. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe you might have to commute 45 minutes like one gentleman does now. And I don't know what his commute was before, but let's say his commute was 15 minutes before. However, he's living on a half an acre, and his house only cost him like $315,000, and he bought it with very, very little money down. Another guy bought in Newburgh, and he for $345,000 he got a house with a big lot and a built-in pool, and he's only 45 minutes from the Bronx. And he sees deer in his backyard all the time. People have to consider all the possibilities. That's why I stress getting pre-approved by First Republic, so you know exactly where you stand, how much money you can get, what you can do, what you can't do, what your payments will be. Get all the facts. We're very transparent at First Republic. What you start out with is what you end up with unless something happens in the middle. So give us a call and get the facts. 718-380-0006. Find out how Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, FHA, VA, Sony Mae programs, all of them have stepped up to the plate and become more liberal to help people buy homes and refinance homes. It's the subprime end of it that's gone, that has had a really negative impact. First Republic would never lived in that subprime area because we really stressed on the government-backed programs. And you know what? Some companies out there made a whole lot of money, a ton of money with these subprime loans, and I sort of missed the boat on that, but I didn't see it that way. I look at the fundamentals of this business, and I've been in here so long, and I've seen so many companies come and go. So excessive profits is not what I have in mind. Survival and being an essential part of a thriving community is what means that we're going to all grow together, and we're not going to shoot up and like a skyrocket and then come shooting down, explode and come down. We're going to go increase and get bigger and better every single day. So bottom line is, what I want to say is there's so many homeowners who are paying 7% or more. They have a lot of credit card debt. The credit card debt statistics is unbelievable. It's unbelievable how many people have really gotten themselves stuck into having a lot of credit card debt. And a lot of them are homeowners who have their house 3 years or more and they have some equity. They can be helped. And they may be scared to do anything. Some of these people have one of those home equity loans you get from your local bank, and it started out, based on prime, and now, prime is it's prime plus, and they're paying much more than they started out with, and that's a strain on them also, and it's a 15-year term. There's a lot of people who have these credit card debts where, they've now been put into the universal default category, and they're up to 30 to 40%. Think about what their monthly payments are going to be. Folks, it's time for you to get the facts. Don't be scared by the hype. Are there people who are going to call who we cannot help? Yes, there will be people that we cannot help, but we will tell you that we cannot help you. And if we can't help you, we'll try to tell you what you may be able to do in the future. We'll also do credit counseling with you for free credit counseling to show you how you may be able to improve your credit score, remove inaccurate items, and get your score revised right away in a matter of days instead of a matter of months. 718-380-0006. And homeowners, there's no excuse for you to have more credit card debt than you do have money in the bank. There's no excuse for that. So many people fit into a category of having less than $5,000 in the bank and yet having, $20,000, $30,000, $15,000 in credit card debt. And why can't they save? Because they have all these credit card debts. So bottom line is, by refinancing your home to one low deductible rate to a government-backed program that's been designed to help people who maybe could not fit into conventional programs, people who have low credit scores, people who have past credit problems. If you hear me when I'm talking to you, do you hear yourself in this profile at all? Call 718-380-0006, 1-800-QUICK LOAN to get information, to get the facts. Don't be scared. That's why, are we negatively affected by the negative press? Of course we are. Are we positively affected by the change in the industry? Yes, we are. We're busier, and we're doing more and more government-backed programs, and we love doing them because we can help people do a lot of things that they couldn't do otherwise, even subprime. We had one lady refinance, and she got at that time, she got 5.5%, and she had a credit score of 491.